Hey, good afternoon, guys. Hope you guys are well. And yeah, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm gonna share the pre-week analysis on a few pairs. I'm also gonna cover NASDAQ. So I'm gonna firstly start with USDCAD and just kind of see where we are in the market and what the potential is for next week. So USDCAD is bullish. So we definitely are bullish on USDCAD. We broke structure again to the upside, and because we broke structure very nice and impulsively to the upside, on the 4-hour we have a new kind of a range that we're looking at. So I looked first of all like this daily range. We still didn't come into discount on the daily, but that's fine. As soon as we start breaking structure on the 4-hour, then we can expect to come down to these levels. But for now, because we're also bullish, we can only look for buys in the structure, well, basically where we are now in the market. So the most recent legs that I can see is this low point right here and this new higher high that was formed. And if I just take this range and from the high to the low, I want to get my order blocks and points of interest below the 50%. And then I'm going to look at this area, and I already have a zone marked up here that I marked up about 2 weeks ago. So basically the first major point of interest would be right here. And it's in confluence with the 1.3 major psychological round number. So that's very nice as well. But yeah, so this would be the first 4-hour point of interest. And then dropping down to the lower time frames, we can go either and refine this point of interest, or we can even map out another one on the 1-hour that's sitting right here. So there is, there is a void there. So this is definitely a valid point of interest. And yeah, so basically there's two zones down here where I would look to take buys and yeah, wait for that lower time frame confirmation in these zones. If I just drop down to low time frames, I can actually see that this has been mitigated. So it didn't look like that on the 1-hour, but it has been mitigated. There might still be some minor levels in there that wasn't mitigated, but essentially I'm going to start looking for buys in here. So what I want to see is on a lower time frame, break of structure or change of character, and then look to take my entries on the continuation of this up move. Now that is if we get an up move. If we start breaking structure to the downside, then I'm expecting lower prices. So then I'm expecting it to come all the way to the lower level. So then I won't look for buys, and I'll probably start looking for sells and yeah, take it down further down to this level. And yeah, that's it for USDCAD, guys. So very bullish. Definitely going to be bullish on it next week, and yeah, let's see what it holds for us. Then GBPJPY I'm going to cover because I only recently actually started to trade it again, and it moves very nice with the way we trade, with very specific levels, looking for very tight stop losses. I love GBPJPY, and it also gives you a nice risk reward. There was a trade we actually took last week that will give us a nice 1 to 10 on GBPJPY, and I just took it from this level. At this stage, I am still bearish on GBPJPY. I'm expecting it to fall lower and create a new low. The previous analysis that I did, this was basically the leg, and we are still retracing in this leg to the upside. And as soon as we get a nice break of structure, I'm going to start looking for sells and then to take it lower to create a new leg to the downside. So for now, bearish until if we break structure to the upside, then only am I going to be bullish, because then I'm expecting a nice run up. If I just look at this bigger leg, so this leg from here to there, I can understand that we are bearish because we are still retracing on a daily time frame, and a weekly we are still retracing deeper. That's why I'm bearish on the 4 hour and on the hourly. Actually, I'm bearish intra-session as well, but that's the reason. But if we break structure up here, then we can understand that we might even get a new high in the overall leg, because we already tapped discount. So discount, yeah, was already nicely tapped into. So there might be bullish situations coming next week, but then we first need to break structure, and the structure we need to break is then this high point right here. So if we can break that structure level to the upside, then I'm going to start looking for buys on the hourly points of interest and so forth. For now, there isn't any point of interest except for this one that's already been tapped, and then I think a 1 hour or 15-minute sell zone. Yeah, so there's actually two. Yeah, no, it's just this one. So there's only literally like one point of interest that I have now. I can actually start looking for sells there, understanding that there's also now liquidity resting just below these levels, and take a sell into there. So it's not going to be a sell that I'm going to hold for too long, but yeah, if we can get a nice tap into here and then a break of structure on the 1 minute time frame, I'm going to look for entries to take this thing to the downside. So yeah, bearish on GBPJPY. And yeah, now I'm just going to cover NASDAQ. It's basically just the 3 pairs that I'm trading, so I'm going to cover them all. And yeah, let's see what's happening. So we had a nice week last week on NAS. Respected a lot of the levels. I just really enjoyed trading NAS last week. So we actually took a buy literally from this point of interest right here. And we took it for 1 to 5. And then we took another 1 to 3 right here and another 1 to 5 right here. Right here somewhere. Took another 1 to 5. So yeah, it was a really nice week last week for NASDAQ. Let me just show you guys the Discord, because I dropped the signal in the Discord channel. Where is it? Mental charts right here. So yeah, right here, I said basically we're looking for buys. There was a point of interest a bit higher, but that didn't hold. And then we tapped into the lower point of interest, and that's where we took the buys. So yeah, great trade. And then we took buys again right here, and actually held this for, like I said, a 1 to 5 as well. So there was literally in one day 1 to 5, 1 to 3, and another 1 to 5. So that's crazy results. So that was very nice. And yeah, so on NASDAQ, I am bullish. So the reason I'm bullish is I'm expecting, okay, so there is an order block sitting right there. So there's definitely a point of interest here. But I'm basically just expecting a reaction and then continuation to the upside again, and then maybe another reaction at the next order block, and then a continuation. And I'm expecting a continuation until a daily level is reached. So the daily level is sitting up here. So we just go to the daily time frame. We can clearly see there's a very nice daily bearish order block sitting all the way up there. So that's my next point of interest. So I'm expecting NASDAQ to be really bullish next week. I'm expecting NASDAQ to be really bullish next week, breaking structure and also taking liquidity above these 2 little points here. So there's definitely liquidity sitting there. And yeah, so I'm expecting this thing to be bullish until we reach 12,600. So if we reach about 12,600, that's where I think we'll start to lose momentum, and then we're going to have maybe another leg to the downside, another melt to the downside. So yeah, so next week really bullish on NASDAQ. It's now just to get entries. So the entries will probably see the entries in intra-session and see what we can do there. But I would love to see a break structure here. But for now, there is valid points of interest. And the valid points of interest would be on the 1 hour right here for buy. And then another one right here for buy. But it's likely that there's, in this wick, there's also points of interest because it happened so fast. This thing dipped really fast. If I just go down to the 5 minute, I would rather use this as a point of interest. So yeah, point of interest there, and then another point of interest here. But now just looking at the lower time frame, it looks like mitigation already took place in here, but it's still a valid point of interest on the 1 hour. So yeah, I'll be looking at this level and this level to see what's going to happen. And yeah, but bullish on NASDAQ. So guys, that's it for now. Yeah, basically just bullish on USDCAD, bullish on bearish on GBPJPY, and then bullish on NASDAQ. So yeah, hope this makes sense, guys, and yeah, look forward to the next one. And also, we have an academy where we teach people exactly the strategy, the way we trade, and then we also give them funding as soon as they get consistent results. If they can show us consistency, they get funded. And yeah, we have a very nice program going. So if you guys want to get involved, you can just follow the link, the Telegram link, and just join the Telegram group and come in contact with us. We also have a website and so forth, but all the details will be on the Telegram group. Hey guys, enjoy your day, and yeah, all the best for your week's trading.